Alright, this kind of caught me by surprise. I figured I'd make a dang video on it real quick because I've been following these things, these anomalies, these phenomenon since the very first one recorded on that plane. Um, this one appears to be the same type thing, sphere in the center, kind of like a twin twisty trail, but this one collides with the ground and there's a little explosion right before it hits the ground. It's almost like something shot a surface to air missile at it or something. It's kind of strange. But here's some close-ups. So it gives a good example of a lot of the other things that I've shown. With the sphere, it's kind of got that area around it where it kind of flows around it, and then it comes back together, and you kind of get that weird gnarly trail. But this one had a couple other spheres flying around it, but this is the first one that appeared on video, and I think these things are pretty much identical. Not same exact object, but similar objects. The way it has that black trail that's always pointing behind it. It never stays in the sky like chemtrails do. It always moves with the object. Even as it turns, the whole trail turns with it. It's almost like a blowtorch, as opposed to like leaving a smoke trail. The wind can, it basically stays in the sky where you move. This trails kind of keeps up with the object. But there was actually another one. I was looking for it. I couldn't find it. Another video from a plane. Another object just like this here recently. I can't remember what channel I saw it on, but I couldn't find it, so I said scratch it. There were a bunch of other examples, but I mean, look at this thing. It's got a little tornado funnel behind it. It's like coming to the ground, spinning. There's that little gnarly trail. I hope there's a follow-up on this thing. Doesn't make a loud thump, so it could just be a little sphere. I don't know, man. I really want to find out what that object was, because these are the things that I've been scratching my head over for a long time. They have very strange physics, and they move in very weird ways. But you can just picture a little sphere right at the very front of it. Here's another capture from somebody. Captured one flying across the moon. These are what a lot of people call those Dementor-like, phenomenon that fly through the sky. They have like a kind of like a broken twin trail, kind of like the Dobbs object. I'll show some examples of that here in a minute. But here's some other ones during the day. Split twin trail. It's strange, you wouldn't think a sphere would do that split trail, but these ones do. And how it's got that like weird bend in it. It's not a plain trail. This is one I captured through my cell phone and a spotting scope. There's another one, sphere at the center, but yet it's got those twin trails, which is very strange. There again, clearly not a plane. And then you see that same trail that I always show in all the asteroid pictures that I show. I always have that very similar trail behind them. Two of them flowing. So they come in different sizes, different types. Or that's just the physics of how these celestial objects, create trails in our atmosphere. There's many examples right there. It's got that weird, it's just not a straight flow. I'm so curious about those things. There's one during the day, invisible in the sky, but you can see its outline, its trail, split trail. There's one again, split trail. Object making kind of like a pressure cloud. It's a pretty cool capture. Some more of that. These strange objects that many people have captured. Normal people just assume they're planes, but they fly. quite differently than planes. A lot of times they'll be like vertical, straight up and down, and then moving sideways very slowly. That's how you know they're outside of our atmosphere, kind of like a comet. You know, it's just almost stationary in the sky, but these are moving a little bit quicker. What they are, I have no idea. I'm just showing similarities. They're so fascinating. It's like they're not typical flying saucers or UFOs because they don't leave trails. These are some kind of natural phenomenon, if I can guess it. Just one that we haven't seen yet. I mean, you would think our binary solar system with all of its objects, the reason why, you know, we see them in the sky all the time, making this, you know, interacting with our atmosphere and magnetosphere, is because they're our binary. They're our polar opposite. We are one system. You know, they're the other side of the yin and yang. That's why there's no real frequent collisions, and these things aren't zipping by and, you know, causing all sorts of mayhem. They're part of a macro system, but they magnetically do a dance, you know, where they make way for each other. They have an order. Only when that order gets turned into chaos do we see, you know, any kind of collisions. I don't think asteroid impacts are very common, unless we're in, you know, magnetic reversal, kind of like we are now, with a weakened magnetosphere and all the planets changing positions and everything funky in the sky. It's creating a situation where these things can probably collide, or at least cause, you know, another reset, which we are definitely in the beginning stages of. I mean, that's pretty damn obvious. And powers that be are not helping the situation by trying to play God with their weather stations and their nano dust in the atmosphere. But, you know, when your goal is depopulation, I guess you do all sorts of stupid shit. Doesn't mean we have to like it. But there's a lot of truth coming out these days, especially in these strange TikTok videos, you know, where people around the world get to show their lucky captures. You know, you collect enough of them, you start seeing patterns, and then you could kind of start coming up with a real hypothesis. But it takes a hell of a lot of examples. Capturing some yourself, knowing people that have captured it themselves, it helps add some validity. Because you can't just pick everything off the internet and assume that it's real. But when you see all sorts of random videos that come out here and there that look authentic, and then when you put them all together, study them, you know, side by side, you're like, no, this isn't fake. You're not getting all these people, including myself, to capture the same type of object. So there's definitely something going on here. Very, very interesting. Got me off my ass, made me come make a video. I haven't made one in quite a while. I've been pretty busy trying to get the homestead going, trying to teach myself how to grow crops and all that fun stuff. I already got rid of my chickens. They were too freaking annoying. I kind of miss them now. It was nice having fresh eggs, but man, the bastards are freaking annoying. I swear they sound like, what is he, from Dumb and Dumber. You know, it's the most annoying sound in the world. That's what these suckers sound like every morning when they're hungry and they want to get my attention. But when you live on a homestead, man, it's never ending. Trying to bug-proof my new shop, or carpenter bee-proof it so those little bastards don't chew holes through all my fresh lumber. Plug up all the holes so wasps can't make nests in there. roads. Get nice and muddy trying to do it. Non-stop rain. I guess that's good. I think this time last year we were in a bit of a drought, so I'll take the rain. My solar's been kicking ass. I've been slowly swapping everything over to just off-grid solar. Now I pretty much run my entire shop off my solar. Now during winter when it's cloudy, yeah, not so much. Batteries can run a lot. 28 kilowatts will handle a lot at night. As long as there's sun during the day to recharge, I can pretty much use everything. But when you get cloudy days consecutively, that battery doesn't last very long. So heads up to anybody trying to get solar. And if you live in hail-prone areas, you might want to think of another idea. You don't want to end up like Texas and have hundreds of acres of solar panels all destroyed in one hailstorm. These severe weather events are getting nuts. I mean, I got severe tornado warnings right now. Severe flood and hail warnings. It must be up north because I don't really see much. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll try to make another one soon. Stay safe.